Single people check in, 5780931. And we want to hear from some couples, too, who can give tips to the single folk. I'm talking about you guys, a nice relationship going, especially married folk.
Yeah.
Married folk, you should be able to give some good advice. How did you find him? How did you find her? How are things going? How long have you been married? Yeah. Is it still fun?
Yeah.
Is it still exciting? Singles Jam is tomorrow. Questions, conversation first, then the party. First, and we want to hear from you. Questions. Give me 3 questions that you would ask on the first date.
Can I see your tax return? No.
No, you don't ask no damn question like
Okay.
that. Those are questions that you shouldn't ask. And give me a question that you shouldn't ask. Because, again, you're getting to know this person.
Right.
You out and about. You got to get to know them. You cannot just come out the blue with a wild, crazy question and you don't even know the person. You got to feel a vibe with a person before you even begin to ask certain things, before you really get into that conversation. Hopefully you're vibing.
Right.
You got to be vibing, though.
Right. So, like, how soon can you ask about, like, a criminal record? No?
No.
Can't ask about that
You can ask that. I mean, I would probably ask that before you even got to the dinner party.
Oh.
But she brings up a good question because during reality hour and the relationship hour conversations that we've had, people have found out later on that he or she didn't tell them about that criminal background.
Right.
You know, something that happened back then. Back then.
It's a little puzzle, dating.
What is it things you shouldn't talk about? Lines are going crazy. We're taking these calls because there's a lot of single people who want to help you. But what are some of these conversations you shouldn't end the first date and that you should? Now, I would say do not start talking about, volunteering something bad about the last person you dated.
Ooh, that's such a bad turn off.
No one wants to sit there and hear about your baby daddies.
Facts. I don't want to hear about your baby mama either.
Don't want to hear about your baby mama.
No.
If somebody starts, let me know if y'all agree. If somebody's sitting, this is the first date.
Right.
Maybe even the second date. And all you keep hearing is about how bad that the previous person did.
No. It's you.
Isn't that a turn off?
Yes. I'm feeling like it's you if you up there spouting all this poison.
So we about to talk to couples right now, 5780931, and single people. Single folks, check in on the line. If you're single, we want to hear from you. Questions, give me 3 questions that you would ask on the first date. Give me 1 question that you shouldn't ask. Yeah.
None of my questions. Don't ask any of mine.
Yeah, you know. She's just trying to throw something out there, you know. Do you want to know? Well, some people might want to know what happened to the last person you was with. Yeah. Do you want to know that question?
Sam Sylks, all day jamming. Come on, we have joy in the madness. Sam Sylks, take it.
Silk Singles line, check in. What up?
Yep, going back to my first date all the way up to now, I almost always asked for us to take a picture on first dates. I may never ask for a picture again if we go to 1,000 dates, but I usually ask for a picture. So that's 1. Number 2 is if it's a restaurant, before we walk out of there, I wanted her to talk to me about what she thought about the overall service of the restaurant. And then number 3, which is not necessarily all in this order or at all for sure, except for the picture, I always ask, what would make this date as we're going along a more memorable and grateful experience for you.
What's the picture about?
Yeah. I'm stuck.
Yeah.
I'm stuck on the picture. Why do you want to take a picture?
Date, my very first car date when I was a teenager, because it was my first car date, we took a picture, and I just liked the idea of my first date with whoever.
Who took the picture, Todd?
I brought a one-step camera. And the waiter took the picture of us standing together with the other people that were actually.
Is this the Polaroid?
It's a one-step. You ain't that far behind me in age, Sam.
I don't know what a one-step is.
I don't know either.
Polaroid.
I That's
Right?
all I know.
The one-step Polaroid where you took
Okay.
the picture
I
and the picture
yeah,
came
okay.
right out the camera.
There you go. There you
and
go.
you had to wave it in the air a little bit.
Yeah. Okay,
Yeah,
Todd.
you ain't getting
yeah.
no picture of me.
And
yeah. Okay.
And it had a little space at the bottom where you could put the date and who was in it and all of
Okay.
that. And
Okay.
I just think that's a nice thing to do on a first date.
All
I
right.
haven't done it all the time. but
Do you all agree or disagree? Pictures on the first date. Todd said a picture on the first date. He wants a picture. That's
No,
what he
sir.
did with a Polaroid. Hey, welcome to the show. Singles checking in here. What's going on? What advice you got or what questions do you have? Let's go.
Me, myself, I wouldn't even ask them because it's going to come to light eventually. I just want to enjoy the time that we spending right now. You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? So I'm single.
Uh-huh.
So when it come out, it comes out at that time, we'll handle it at that time. But
I like
right
that.
now, let's during the time that we
Thank
are
you.
with,
Yeah.
together right now.
Yeah, because
That's my.
because I don't think you need to start volunteering because you don't know how long, you don't know where this is going to go.
Right.
So if I could just
Exactly.
enjoy the moment and see what happens,
Right.
Exactly.
then not only that, it's easier to talk about it.
Before you get to telling
Exactly.
business.
Exactly. Let's get to know each other first, see what's going on. with
Yeah.
it. And
Yeah.
then, like I said, it's eventually going to come to light.
Yeah.
So let it roll. Let it go.
Yeah. That phone will start keep ringing and ringing and ringing and ringing and ringing and ringing, and you're not going to answer and answer it.
Right. Right.
Yes, sir.
Hey, I just want to tell you, congratulations, guys, and Merry Christmas, and I hope y'all have a blessed and a safe holiday.
You too.
Same
You
here.
too. All right.
Thank you.
One
Mhm.
time. All right, singles, leave your comments here. Everybody, just leave your comments here. Questions you asking on the first date. Questions not to ask. Who are you looking for? What type of man or woman are you looking for?
I don't know about that picture thing.
That was a little strange.
No. Yeah. You're
What
not
does
taking no
Todd
picture home.
need a picture for?
Mm-mm.
Please. Yeah, okay. All right, leave your comments right here. Plus, we got more of your calls coming up.